One last one, because I know this is a good story. Look on. Whitney Houston.
It's my baby. I met Nippy. That's what they call it. See, that's how long I've known her. She was singing background for her mother at a club called McKell's in New York.
Right.
And I was in the audience, and she was singing background for her mother.
And she would just do one solo in the middle of the show, right?
No, 2 lines of the song, not a whole song. No, and Clive Davis was there, but then she moved to another club. So in New York, it's on Columbus Avenue, McKell's Club. And then you go about 10, 12 blocks in another club called Sweetwater's.
Sweetwater's, yeah.
She did her show there, and Clive Davis signed her that night. But it was a showcase for him to see it. She was stunning. She did Home. Now for her mother sang Tomorrow from Annie.
Right.
And she come out and do about 3 or 4 lines of, she let her sing The Greatest.
Uh-huh.
And that's when she said, I got to let this child do her own show. And her hair was this long. She had short hair then. She was this big. I came into her dressing room after Sweetwater's, and she just blushed. Because Debbie Morgan, who was on All My Children, she took me. We went backstage. Because I had never heard of her. And she said, you got to see this singer. She said, oh, Jack, she's so good. And then I took her to Sweetwater's, and we stayed all night. We saw all her shows every day. She was just so fit and just so shy. When she saw me, she just got tickled pink, and we became great friends. I went to her mother's house. I took gospel lessons from Sissy Houston, the great Sissy Houston.
You took gospel lessons from Sissy Houston?
Sissy Houston was the background singer for Aretha Franklin.
Oh, yes, yes.
What's that song?
Ain't no way.
What the, thank you. I can't go up there. Wait, you got, yeah. That's her voice.
Yeah.
So that's her daughter, you know. So
what is just to take a pause in this story, what is a gospel lesson with Sissy Houston?
Learn how to riff, because I sang opera. I studied opera at Houston Art. I was studying opera, classical. I can do Broadway, but I don't sing gospel. I don't even fake it, you know. It teach you how to riff and sing like that, but you got to feel
Houston
it.
is no joke.
No joke. No, and she's a minister of her ministry of music in Newark at a church. Well, Orange, the church is, but they're from Newark. And this young lady was talented from the beginning, and I also got to know her. And I introduced her to Bobby Brown. People say this one and that one. No, I was with her at Eddie Murphy's Harlem Nights premiere, and we were there because my sister's a witness, and I had 4 other witnesses. And she came over. She said, Jack, could you introduce me to Bobby Brown? I was like, just go on over there. You Whitney Houston. You ain't got to be introduced. She said, please. And I introduced him in, you know, but I knew him, and he was always a great kid. Great fun. And everybody was there because it was decorated like a nightclub where you could gamble and and this is me. This is how much I was into myself. And I was like, going over there, you Whitney, you da 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 da. And he Bobby Brown new edition da da da. And I'm like, you're going over there. Everybody's famous in here,
right?
You know, and again, so I introduced her, and I'm still friends with him yet, and to the end. Yeah. But she was. I don't know if you get that famous and not. You know, she sang her heart out.
She sure did. She sang her voice out. She sang it all out.
Yeah, yes. She gave it up 200%.
Yeah.
I loved it, though. I loved her.
So
she was good
the
people.
voice of the century.
The last great voice, I call it. You know, by that I mean, now you got to write your own music and sing it. You know, it's like, what's the young Adele? I love Adele. I love Adele. But you got to write your own music and sing it now. You can't. For Whitney, they wrote stuff for her. She never wrote. Oh, yeah. You know, her name might be, but she never really wrote. She just had stuff written for her. And I'll tell you a little story, then we can end. Dolly Parton, I was working with her on her show, and people were saying, aren't you jealous that Whitney recorded your song, I Will Always Love You? She said, Jackée, come here. We went in her dressing room. She said, let me show you something. And she went in her drawer and pulled out a copy. And she said, this is my first royalty check from I Will Always Love You. So I looked at it. You know what it said? And it was the first one. $1 million.
Wow.
She said, you think I'm angry?
Jackée, you are our dream to be here, and you have delivered, Jackée. Yes. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making all of our dreams come true. We love you, Jackée.
Thank you, Lady Red. I love you, baby.
Thank you, Lady Red. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, our studio audience. And thank you, babies. We'll see you next time on Hey Queen and Look On. Hit it. Yeah. Look at her. And look at her. Yes, give it to him, Jackée. Look at her. Oh, yeah. Look at her. Bye, everybody.